so that you can get to the point that you got to tonight?
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing about this team is that no matter who's out there, we're very mature, and I'm learning that as we go, and just being consistent throughout the whole thing, being able to just build our habits. No matter what, no matter who's playing, like it's always about us. It's never about who we're playing, who's on the court. It's just we're trying to focus on ourselves and execute our stuff. And I think that carries us through the huge games and through games where the teams are struggling a little bit. And I think that's what we did tonight.
You just mentioned executing there, and we've seen, you all execute to a T offensively. We've also seen a lot of just sort of improvisation. What's that been like for you to kind of just, Mark will sometimes use the phrase like, just go play.
Yeah.
And figuring out how to do both of those things.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I think being able to just have that that flow out there, being able to just play free, and I think we have that chemistry, and me being able to come in, and it just feels right when I'm out there with them, and it has that. I just feel like we have good chemistry, and even just coming in through middle of the season, it's been really easy to hop on. Mark says a lot, moving train or on the freeway, and when we're able to just play free like that, I think it really helps with the chemistry.
You spoke a lot about the chemistry. What has been kind of the keys to kind of developing that chemistry and the evolution of it? And then also just for you, I saw you had a moment after the game with some fans, just to get the love on the road rather, and just to kind of see the in these big arenas and these big what that kind of feeling is like for the kids on the other side and then for you.
Yeah, I think the chemistry just comes from just hanging out. I feel like a lot of it is just being able to be on the road, go to team dinners. I'm a big fan of team dinners, so I love going out with them. So anytime we could do that, going shopping with anybody, those are my favorite times. And I think that just naturally builds it. Being able to be friends with people and have that chemistry, it just builds. And obviously playing together and practice, that obviously helps. But I think a lot of it comes off the court, and it kind of shows up on the court as well. And then, yeah, anytime able to show love to people who support me out there on the court, whether it's little kids, that's the best. Being able to make a kid's day, make a kid's week, whatever it is, however I can influence the youth, that's all really this is about. I really just love being involved in the youth and being able to influence them in any positive way. That's kind of just what I like to spread, is just good energy. So any way I can help them out, sign a jersey for them, I always try to. Thank you. I just got them done last night.
Obviously, minutes aren't as readily available as when you first got here. Now that the team's getting healthy, but just what's been the key for you, I guess, mentally being ready to whenever your number is called?
Yeah, just staying ready. Like I talked to K. Rich about it. Like just being able to stay ready, no matter when your opportunity is going to come. I'm blessed to just get any minute. So anytime I can go out there and affect the game in a positive way, whether my shot's not falling, whatever it is, I just want to be out there. And so anytime I'm out there, I always just thank God that I'm out there. And it's always a blessing to get any minutes. Any opportunity in the NBA is insane. So I try to just take advantage of that, even if the shot's not falling.
Saw your parents were at this game. I know they've been at plenty of home games as well. Especially like switching to a new team. I mean, just how much is their presence during all of this really helped you?
It's huge. I wouldn't I wouldn't know what to do without them. They help me move in. They help me with just the little things, anything. They support me no matter what it is, and they're there for me. So they support me no matter what. They're at home road games. They were at a lot of. My brother is a coach at Duke, so they went to some of the Duke games. So they support wherever it is, and they're traveling a bunch. And it really helps me focus on basketball, and they're able to take care of a lot of stuff off the court.
You mentioned the consistency that this team plays with and how much they just, you guys focus on yourselves. For you, how helpful is that for you, given the fact that you've now played with so many different lineups and player combinations since you've gotten here?
Yeah, it's huge. I think when you're able to focus on yourself, that's when real growth comes. Whenever you're focused on external factors, that I think you're not getting better yourself. Whenever you're comparing yourself, I think it only can take you so far. And so Coach Mark always advocates for that, just being able to take what we can do, as a team to get better. And so when we go out there with different lineups, we all know the same goal, and when we all have the same goal, we're able to just execute at a high level, and we all want the same thing. And so I think that's a huge thing when we're all on the same page.
Jared, let me tell you that I'm a big fan of your vlogs.
I appreciate that.
And there you mentioned how mental health can affect your game. And I wanted to ask you how that injury and being traded affected your game and confidence on the court.
Yeah. I mean, when I first got hurt, that was like the first time I ever really got injured like in a major way. And it was shocking. It was pretty shocking to my body and to my mind especially, and almost didn't really know how to handle it. I talked to my psychologist, especially a lot during that time. And a lot of it was just giving myself grace through the process. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs. There was a lot of ups and downs with my rehab, and that's natural. But it's hard to fathom that when you're trying to get through it and you think you're doing everything right. So I think the main thing for me was just giving myself grace. It was hard seeing other people last year succeed when I felt like I could do so much more, and it ended my season short. And then going into this season, having my thumb get injured right when I got cleared, it was heartbreaking. I remember I pulled over like right when they called me about the MRI, and they told me I think my UCL was broken or whatever, and just cried. And it was like the worst feeling ever. But I just knew that I knew in the back of my mind it was gonna be okay. And no matter what happens, I know it's gonna be okay. And I think having that mindset, not feeling like the world is ending when you're in those low points. And actually in chapel today, they were saying how when you're at your weakest, that's when you're really at your strongest. And 'cause that's when you really have to show that you have strong faith in yourself and God and everything around you. And I think that's what carried me through the whole thing, is being able to just stay consistent with my process, stay consistent with my routines, and trust the people around me, my support system there for me. I knew everything was going to be okay, and it's brought me to a lot of highs, and being able to stay consistent and stay even keeled through the lows as well, because it's going to come. It's natural, but being able to stay consistent and just have fun throughout the process. I try to have fun no matter what it is, and this team really helps bring it out of me. Appreciate you guys.